Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my subscribers. As always, thank you for your support. Today we are going to make a mini folio with notepad, and we're going to do two versions of this. We're going to do this original version, and we're also going to do a variation of it. So here's the outside, and let's take a quick look at the inside. So I have a little paper charm piece that I made. I've covered this with some sari silk, and let's head on in. So on this side we have our notepad, and on this side we have pockets stuffed with all kinds of junk journal goodness. So we have a smaller pocket here, and then we have this deep pocket in the back. Okay, so let's get started on a very simple and easy beginner-friendly project. Okay, so I have a digital that I've already done some pre-work to keep the video moving along. And this digital is 10.5 by 8 inches. And as you can see here, I've done some folding to it and some cutting. So I have folded this in thirds, going to the 3.5 mark, folding over, and then folding it again, okay? And then this top part here that's flopping all over the place, I marked at 2 inches on one side and 2 inches on the other side, and then I folded it down, okay? After I did my folds, I cut out this section here, right? It's just held together with some washi tape. And then I cut out this section here, okay? I didn't really do any scoring because I didn't want the deep indents, so everything is just folded, okay? Now, these pieces here, you're going to use these, so do not throw them away. Okay, so to form the deep pocket, you're going to fold this over and you are going to glue on 2 sides here. If you want the notch, make sure you do the notch before you put the glue down. So let me get my notch out, and then also remember, I had a little pocket down here, and I'm going to glue 1, 2, 3 sides. But if you want things notched out, remember to do your notching out before you glue things down, okay? So let me take care of those things, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So I have things notched out. Remember, when you notch things out, you're going to lose some of your distressing. So you're going to put that back on. Okay, so I did not notch out the second cutout just yet because I'm going to talk about the variation. Okay, so first I'm going to glue this side here, and the bottom, okay, so that is our deep pocket, and then I'm going to glue 3 sides here. And I'm going to line this up with the edge of what I just folded and the bottom. Now, what you might get a little bit of a lip, and if you do, then you just lean your scissor along the larger card and then snip, okay? Now, I didn't cut this card because I want to talk about the variation that we're going to do. Okay, in the original, I have a notepad, and I have the top of the notepad covered with a digital, and I used the second cutout piece to cover part of the notepad. Now the notepad, let me give you some measurements. So the notepad here is 5 3/4 by 3 inches, okay? And what I did was, you can either staple all of these together if you like, or I just put a strip of glue across each of the sheets, and then I just laid the next sheet on top. And I have here, I've got 3 sheets. You certainly could put 4. And then, as seen here, I glued some of this down, and then after I glued things down, I just merely trimmed around, and then I glued it to the side of the book. Okay, so that's giving you the original layout. If you don't want to do the original layout and you want to do a variation of that, then what I'm going to do is, you don't have to notch it out if you don't want to. You'll make your other pocket right here, but I'm going to notch mine out. And then I'm going to put back on the ink that I lose from doing that. And then I'm going to glue down 1, 2, 3 sides. And I am going to align this right next to the fold, not on the fold, but right next to it. And I'm going to check that I can actually close my booklet. Okay, now here, let me just make a small adjustment. Now here, that's where I get a little bit of a lip, okay? And that's when you'll take your scissors and you will lean it against the larger card, and you'll just trim away the excess. Okay, and then I probably lost a little bit of my distressing with the trim, and I'm just going to put that back. Okay, we're still going to do a notepad, but the way we're going to do it is, we're going to make it as a little booklet. Okay, so let's do that next. This is 6 inches by 5 1/8, and I folded it in half. Okay, so it is 6 inches by 5 1/8, fold in half. Then the paper for my notepad, I cut out a few sheets. I think I have 4 sheets. So the paper for this notepad is 5 inches by 3 inches. It's a little hair short of 3 inches, okay? And we're going to do something similar that we did with the other notepad. So you could staple it if you like, but I'm just gonna run just a little bit of glue along here. Okay, and then I have, from another video, I have some leftover scraps from a book page project. So I'm going to cover this notepad with the book page. Okay, the text on this side, I could see through the paper. The text on this side, it's flush, it's even, it's in alignment with the text on this side. So I am going to take this like this, and okay, so it's even in alignment with the book page. And I am just going to take a little bit of glue, not too much glue. I'm not going to use it too heavy on this because it's a book page. So I'm not going to go too heavy with the glue on that. Okay. And then I'm just going to, I want to be careful with using wet glue on a book page. So I'm just going to smudge that a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this over. And I'm going to use my glue very lightly. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on this side. Cut. Okay, and I'm going to do my distressing. And see, I didn't get that part of the book page, so I'm just going to try to get it this way as best as I can. Okay. Okay. And what I'm going to do is our little book that we folded, that little booklet, I am just going to now glue this in. Okay, now in the original, I had this flap here cut out on a little bit of an angle. So let's do that. So I cut out almost 1/4 of an inch, and I started about here, and then I cut up to this edge right here. Okay, so let's get that done. And then you will take this triangle and you're going to flip it over and use it as a guide to cutting the other corner. So I'm starting here. Don't want that to move. I think what I'll do, in case my hand gets a little shaky, is I'll just mark. I'll put a little dot at where I need to start my cut, and then I already know that I just need to angle my scissor to this corner right here. So there's my pencil mark, and then I just need to angle my scissor to the corner. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so I'm going to distress this, and I'm going to put some ink on this side as well. Okay, and then in the original, I had a little notch here, so I want to try to find my center, and I'm going to use a pencil here, and then I'm going to use a standard hole punch and try to nail that. Okay, and I'm going to put some reinforcements on this as seen in the original. So let me do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so now the next thing that I want to do is I want to get my labels and cards in here and my little notepad, and I'm going to use some sari silk and pull it all together. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my pockets stuffed with all kinds of goodies here, and I've put my labels on and the notepad that we made. I put a whale tail on it and some labels, and we are going to stick this in our deep pocket, and it fits in very nicely. And then I want to close this with some sari silk. So let's do that. And I want to pull this here. And see. I'm going to wrap this around this way. And is this about even? Pull it just a little bit more. It's almost even. Let's see how well I do. Okay, so we have that, and then I have little, just want to pull this a little bit down here, and then I have a little jewelry charm piece that I made that I think will go nicely on the outside of this. Okay. So here's this one, and then let me bring over the other one, the original one that was done. And so here we have two pieces of ephemera that you can slip in very nicely into your junk journals, or these can be standalone projects. Okay, take care. Okay, so I have the little charm placed on here. And then let's bring back over the original one. Okay, so now we have 2 ephemera pieces that can slip very nicely into a junk journal, or they can be standalone pieces. All right, everyone. Hope you liked the tutorial. Take care. Okay, everyone. If you like this video, please share, please hit the like button, and please subscribe. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.